Oh, there you are, YouTube. We are so close to the end. October 29th, what are we watching?
This one? Yeah.
Yep. Us. Another Jordan Peele. This is going to be a second time watch for us.
That's what the movie's called. It's a short title.
So Tracy,
Yes.
what did you think of Us?
It was pretty good. I'm still kind of, the credits are rolling right now.
Still rolling.
So I'm still kind of, you get that bomb dropped on you at the end, so I'm still trying to go back and be like, wait, this was this person and this was this person.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why she's like the only one that can talk. Because
Yes.
she knew how to talk.
As a kid, but having no one to communicate with.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're spoilers here.
Always.
Yeah, so, yeah, had no one to communicate with, therefore her speech was different.
Yeah.
Because she didn't have, that same practice that we get every day.
So it's like, and then I'm feeling sympathy for the crazy red suit version of Lupita.
The one that was originally like a human. I mean, I know
Yeah.
they're all human, but
Right.
yeah. No, or I mean, I don't know. I guess, yeah, clone versus human. So the original human
Right.
who was trapped down there.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
she obviously, the revenge that she chose was pretty intense.
Well, her mind was arrested, basically.
Yeah.
So all she had was Thriller. I think that's why they all wore one glove.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Hands Across America shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So, and like making it, that's how you make a statement in her mind, because
Right.
we saw her watching TV when she was a kid. So if you want to make a statement, you do Hands Across America.
Right.
And then
That's the way to do it.
yeah, and then just, I guess, childish rage,
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, I'm still like pretty blown away by it.
Yeah, for some reason, when I first watched it, I thought there was more in the movie that suggested that the little boy was also.
We read about that afterwards.
But didn't we also, we read about it because I think like one of us brought it up. Like I think I was like, wait a second, was he one also? Like maybe one of the summers that they visited, they got swapped.
That is a theory.
Yeah. Did you ever think that? Like that the boy, because when
Let me look up the theory.
What is up with the lighter thing?
I know, it seemed like there should have been more with the lighter thing,
I'm like,
other than it was just the clone was a pyro.
right.
Oh, right.
Oh, it looks like Jordan Peele, whatever the theory is, he just said no.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
Let me pull it up.
Yeah, because I think I remember when, I mean, this is going to be traumatizing no matter what, but when the human boy starts walking backwards and then the clone boy walks backwards too, being controlled or whatever, into the fire,
Right.
she's crying like no, or starting to, but that's going to be
Right.
traumatic anyway, especially because
Right.
he looks like your kid.
Right. Well, she didn't deal the final blow to her red suit daughter,
Right.
even though it wasn't her actual daughter.
Yeah.
I just don't think she could do that.
Right.
And that's what I was thinking, because she was kind of trying to like shush her and like comfort her because she knew she was dying.
Yeah. But she, and also is from there, so she has sympathy for those people
Right.
being of the underground.
Right.
So it could have been that too. She knows that life.
So is
Knows being a kid in that life.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh, I think like the main thing was that Jason like doesn't remember how to do the magic trick.
Oh, right.
And that's kind of the first thing that we're getting people like thinking
Right.
they were flipped.
Yeah.
That the
But flipped at a
summer
younger
before-
age. Yeah, or the summer before. But yeah, the whole speech thing wouldn't make sense then because how would he know how to talk
Right.
well?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Dr. Evil.
Yeah.
Lorne Michaels.
Oh yeah. Wait, what was I gonna say? Oh, so the way they're being controlled, kind of,
Loosely.
because they share a soul.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I think my only major issue I had with the movie, well, I don't know. Take that with a grain of salt.
Right.
Is I have trouble when the bad guy and the good guy are in a room together,
Mm-hmm.
and then the bad guy is explaining the whole thing, the exposition. And,
Right.
like, I don't want to be told stuff. I just want to figure it out. And sometimes it's almost better if you don't know
No.
everything.
I was thinking about that this time.
How did you feel?
Well, there's two major exposition dumps.
Mm-hmm.
Because the one where she's sitting in the chair and we first hear Lupita
yes.
talking,
Yeah.
and then that one at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this would be so bad if she didn't have that unique voice.
Right.
You know, like, because she has the unique voice,
That's
it
it.
adds a layer of, like, creepiness to it.
I was
and,
thinking that too,
but
actually.
if she didn't have that and she was just talking, it would be like, ooh,
Mm-hmm.
this is, this is like, you know, movies 101 of what you're exactly supposed to not do.
Right. It's like
Yeah.
kicking it back to old school James Bond villains, explaining the whole thing before they even do it.
Right.
And then they lose every time.
Yeah, exactly. But I think because of the voice, I'm not saying it's like okay, I guess, but it like works for me. Or I allow it, you know.
We're
Or
the
is
judge.
it, you know,
You're the judge
I'll
of
allow it.
movies.
You know, if that's like the thing you're not supposed to do, I feel like he found a way to make it like
Palatable.
okay to do. Yeah.
I think so too, especially because it gives you some information but not enough.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you want out of a horror film where you're trying
Yeah.
to figure it out, because you can hear that her voice is messed up.
Mm-hmm.
And you can hear that the dad sounds like a Neanderthal.
Right.
Neanderthal.
Yeah.
And you're just like, wow, she really, and she's explaining like, how do we differentiate between the two of them in an easier way?
I know.
I'm just gonna say Red Lupita.
Red Lupita. Okay.
Red Lupita was talking about like,
I think her character's name was just Red.
oh, that's incredible.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Red. She was kind of explaining like, I ended up with this family because you chose this guy, and
Right.
then I just ended up with this guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, she really got the shit end of the stick, because that guy's a caveman.
Right.
She obviously has some kind of smarts. But that's what I mean. So you know what her voice is like, and you know what his voice is like, but the kids aren't really saying anything.
Right.
So you don't know if they can talk or they're choosing not to.
Well, Pluto kept going
Yeah.
and barking. Just like,
Wait, is that his name?
yeah, they called him Pluto. But again, she probably named him Pluto because she's
Right.
Arrested Development, so what does she
Right.
know?
Right.
You know, like, okay, I know cartoon characters.
Mm-hmm.
What was the daughter's name? Was it another famous cartoon?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so imagine, okay, so now we know that they're kind of doing the same.
Ombre?
Ombre?
Oh.
Umbrae.
Wonder if that was almost sounds like a clothing brand.
Umbra.
Yeah. I don't know.
So you're seeing the ballet like recital thing happening above and below ground.
Yeah.
Imagine how creepy and weird it would be for the Ombre girl to be doing track in that weird
Oh,
hallway.
right, just
Oh my
sprinting.
gosh.
Just sprinting with that face on nonstop.
Yeah, which she had to have been doing.
Yeah.
We just didn't see it. Yeah.
So she was just like practicing away down there, running back and forth in these sterile hallways,
Right.
fucking kicking bunnies out of the way left and right.
Right. Yeah. That's good that they were bunnies too, because, you know, obviously experiments were being done down there, so they were like lab rabbits.
Mm-hmm.
But they can procreate
Yeah.
quickly so that there's always an abundance of food for them to eat down there.
Just that raw rabbit nonstop.
Yeah.
They probably got mad cow disease or the bunny version of that because
Right.
you can't just eat meat.
Just tear right into that rabbit. And that's
Right, and
it.
like what else are you getting?
They got nothing else to supplement.
Yeah. So that was weird. What do you think? Okay, so the boy took one of the bunnies up from there. What does that mean? Anything to
At the
you?
end,
Just because,
did he have one?
yeah, he had one sitting in
At
his
the
lap
end?
in the
Oh,
car.
okay.
It was a white rabbit, and
Mhm.
he's like a magician.
Oh,
But
right.
like,
Was
obviously
there anything
he's
more than that?
he's sharing that glance with the woman who is his mother.
Right.
Like she is his mom, but he's understanding some.
I think that she's not her, because remember when she was stabbing away at
Shit,
Moss?
it's not her.
Or I'm sorry. I think he knows that his mom is a clone,
The
Yes.
flipped version.
the
Yes,
flipped version,
right.
because remember when she was
Tethered, the
stabbing.
tethered version.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when she was stabbing Elizabeth Moss, he was like looking at her and hearing her grunt and stuff.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
he was like,
starting to figure something out pretty early on.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what his expression was at the end. Because I
Right.
think when I
I
first
think
saw
he
the
was-
movie,
Yeah, definitely acknowledge it.
No,
like,
that's what-
I know.
That's what I read it as, but
Right.
I was just trying to figure out. Obviously, I guess they're just going to proceed
I think so.
because that is the mom he's always known.
Yeah. And she's going to continue to play the role, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. How are they going to live in this world, though?
Right. Like, what is the world?
How
gonna be
big?
like?
How big were those tunnels? Was that everywhere?
I mean, it had to have
I
been,
think
'cause
so,
Is that
it
all
was
across
stretching
America.
across
they were
the Smokies or wherever
and they
we were.
showing like in the
Right.
distance all these helicopters and I don't know.
Yeah. Also, did you catch the Lost Boys reference at the very beginning?
I don't think so. No.
So they're in Santa Cruz.
Oh.
And
they were in
then-
and they're like the carnival.
At the
thing.
carnival, and did you hear her mom, like her parents, as they were walking, the mom goes, "Let's go over by the carousel. They're filming a movie over there." And it's
Maybe they did
1986.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I remember when we were in the theater, I was like, "Wait a second, that's the Lost Boys." And then I looked it up online or something, because I was going to go to Jordan
You
Peele's
just
Twitter,
Had to know you were right.
and I was going to be like, "Hey, was this a reference to that?" But then I think I saw it beforehand that somebody
Had already
said it, already asked, and I was like, it beat me to the punch.
And he said yes.
I don't think he responded, but
We all know.
it was clearly that.
Yeah, I really liked the ballet recital / fight scene
Mm-hmm.
because it was really like melding into one another, and sometimes you kind of couldn't tell what was going on or like who was kind of the good guy or who was the bad. I don't know, or like
Yeah.
who was winning, or I don't know. I thought it was like kind of beautiful the way they choreographed
Yeah.
that. Like it was all done separately, but it really felt like it was all smooth together.
Right. And the music was so good with
Yeah.
it. That was, and then I guess it was like remixed from the original, so that it was like more scored or whatever.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
has a real talent for the music in his movies.
Yeah, that was good.
But yeah, when Red was killing the twin daughter,
Mm-hmm.
the Red twin daughter,
Oh, right. Yeah.
and she was doing the grunting, I also
right.
was
I said
like,
Elizabeth Moss, but yeah, it was the.
I
twin
was
daughter.
like, that does sound like.
You were
those
figuring it out.
Yeah, but no.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I wasn't. I didn't have it full. I was just like, they're like. I was thinking they're more alike than they know.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I gotcha.
So I wasn't like figuring out the whole deal.
The whole thing. Right. I think it I can't remember, but I feel like it did pop into my head a couple times while watching the movie, but I didn't let it fully
Develop.
yeah, with the first time anyway. But yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. That's the thing with movies like this. I don't want to figure it out.
Right.
I want it to unfold, even though I want to feel smart and like I know
Yeah.
what's gonna happen. I also that takes the fun out of it. So sometimes if I feel a thought like that developing,
You try
I
and
wasn't.
get rid of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes if it dawns on me, then I can't. I'm like, oh, sorry, I know. But
I
this one,
already
I
know.
didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I'm not even trying to front like that.
Also, how about the tunnels coming after a movie like
Okay.
Barbarian
Okay,
yesterday?
I was thinking that exactly. She
Yeah.
goes downstairs. She's looking around in the basement.
Right.
In the beginning, it says there's tunnels.
Right.
And I was like, why? This is so similar.
Yeah, we watched Barbarian yesterday, which is all about tunnels, and then this movie all about tunnels. It was pretty serendipitous, I guess. Is serendipity appropriate? More just coincidental.
That's the same thing, right?
But doesn't serendipitous mean like happy?
Something positive?
Fortunate.
The fortunate accident?
Oh.
I don't know how fortunate it is, but
Well,
I'll take it.
Yeah. Also, not to bring it back around to Mark Wahlberg for the 70th day in a row, how weird was it that people are going to think I actually like him?
Right.
How weird was it that we were talking about Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch doing Good Vibrations, literally, was that yesterday?
Yeah.
And then I said I always got sad at dances when I would request Good Vibrations by Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, and they played the Beach Boys version. And that's the one that they played in
Right.
this movie
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
when they were being killed.
Right.
And I was just like, how is this happening?
How
Because
is
I felt
it?
the tunnels thing too.
Already.
I was like, this is weird. And then that happened, and I was like, how? And I've never seen any of these movies before. Ooh.
Right. Wow.
I know.
That's pretty amazing.
I know. There was a reason for me to talk about Mark Wahlberg every single day.
Which is extra wild because in this movie, she's talking about all the coincidences that she's noticing,
Yes.
saying,
Oh my
"They're
god, that's
coming
so
for me."
meta.
That is wild.
Oh my god. And there was a rabbit head in my driveway a couple days ago.
And they cut a rabbit head off.
Yes. I actually thought that in the movie. Whenever she cuts off the stuffed rabbit's head, I said, that's too real.
I heard you say that, and
And
I
you're
was
like, what is she talking
why?
about?
Oh my gosh, I forgot about you saying
Guys! How did this happen?
That is wild. So many coincidences. Twilight Zone. Did you watch Jordan Peele's Twilight Zone?
No. Did
we
you?
watched. I think we watched one episode.
1 or 2 hours.
Yeah,
Was
a
it
couple.
any good?
I mean, I don't even remember.
I think we liked it,
I think-
but then we just never.
It
You
fell
got
off.
yeah, because it was on CBS, and we just
Oh,
used
yeah.
a friend's
Who has that?
thing.
I want to try to.
Like the CBS I don't know what you call it, but you have to
All
log
access.
in. Yeah, I don't even know if that exists anymore, but we had to log in and we used a friend's account, and then when we logged out, we didn't
Lost
remember it. Yeah.
And you were too shy to ask.
Yeah, I think I did, but they never responded.
I feel like the only thing you would ask for was something like that.
Yeah, that and food.
It's gonna add in food. Wow. Things got so meta.
Yeah.
I kind of want. Okay, I haven't seen Nope yet,
Okay.
so I feel like after I see Nope, then maybe I'll go back and check.
Rank
into
'em?
some... No, well, sure,
Yeah.
but then watched his Twilight Zone and just
Oh.
see. I just want to
Yeah.
see his body of work now.
Yeah.
He just all of a sudden started. Who kicks off a movie career with Get Out?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, this was I think it's really hard to measure up a sophomore movie
Yeah.
to Get Out.
Right. Get Out's definitely number one.
But I really did like this one.
I think this one is probably my second favorite, and then Nope. How do you feel, E?
Nope is 3 for you?
I think so, just because Daniel Kaluuya's character is just very low energy in it, and I I just wanted a little bit more energy, I
He's
guess.
kind of a low energy boy, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's kind of just like chilling.
Yeah.
Was he in that?
I don't know how I would do it.
Like I like a lot of the things that are going on in Nope, but I think I just like the energy in this one more, just because it's
Right.
I don't know. Everybody has
That's a note from me,
life
dog.
to them. Yeah, and he's just very.
Kiki Palmer though.
She
she's
she
so
was
hot.
good. Whenever she was on there, it was exciting.
Yeah.
Sorry
But
to this man. I need to figure out who that was.
but yeah, Daniel was a little stale in it for me. I think purposefully so, but it
Just wasn't working for you.
it wasn't working for me. Yeah.
Tim Heidecker though, props.
Who?
It was Dick Cheney.
Dick Cheney.
Oh,
Kiki Palmer.
didn't know who
That's
Dick
a
Cheney
perfect
was.
person not to have any room for in your brain.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Wait, who? Tim Meadows? What'd you say?
Tim Heidecker, Tim and Eric,
Oh yeah,
who
yeah,
was in
yeah. Tim and Eric go to the mayor.
Us.
Right.
His altar, like his
Tether.
his red, yes, his tether.
It was so funny.
It's really funny. Like, I guess because Tim, I don't know any of these characters' names. Tim Heidecker, he had a bouncy, jokey energy.
Yeah.
That was, like, not sinister, but toxic or something.
Right.
And then his
Tether.
tether
Was the same.
yeah, but a little, just like slightly more sinister, but
Right.
it still kept like the full amount of comedy.
I think you
there.
described it as Beetlejuice.
He was
Yeah, which is
acting
so
like
true.
Beetlejuice.
And I don't know why, like, that whole section, I don't remember it from the first time I watched it, but it was so funny. It was like one of my favorite parts.
It was
this
really
viewing.
good.
And what also was great was when we were watching his normal self, his human self. He's making jokes with his wife, and then she goes, didn't she say something like he never stops?
Yeah.
And it's just funny that his tether never stops too. It just I think that made it
That
funnier.
had to be
Like
purposeful,
even
huh?
his tether
Just cannot.
can't stop.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was good.
His tether should be a geek from Nightmare Alley.
Oh yeah,
He'd be just fine to eat the raw animals they threw into that
Yeah,
pit.
he'd
And
be
he would
all
really
in.
entertain the people standing around the pit paying a quarter to see the geek.
yeah. He'd be all in. He'd love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's comfortable being underground already.
That's right.
We gotta turn this off.
Turn it off.
Yeah.
Wait, do you want to end it or turn it off?
End it.
Okay. I think I did have one more thing to say though.
Yeah, it is your
Let me
show.
think. What was it? Tim and Eric. Oh, I think I was just gonna say. I think I liked it. I like the movie more now than I did after the first time I watched it. Because I think I was a little bit confused with some things,
Well,
but
I make them all more fun.
and that too. That's true. That's fact. Love watching movies with you.
I took inspiration from Isla Fisher in Wedding Crashers. I will find you.
Oh. Yeah, that's a good deep cut too. I haven't watched that movie in years.
Yeah.
Maybe since it first hit DVD.
Awesome show. Great job.
Tim and Eric. Okay, so yeah, we can go ahead and end this.
Yeah.
All right. So, oh yeah, you do it. Let's have you do it. Wait. Oh no, aren't you gonna say?
Not the neck of the woods. It is. Perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more pure hangout.